My name's Rianne.
Test,
Today
test.
we're going to create a form through Google Forms.
This is a
Once you're
test.
logged into your free and easily created
Next
Google
federal
account,
emergency.
you'll select
It
on the
would've been
Form
notified
option,
by probably
and we'll
somebody
go
other
to
than
Google
me.
Forms. And from here, we'll start a new form, and we'll select the blank one so we can customize it. We're going to title this form today Dinosaur Preferences because we are starting a dinosaur club and we want to see what people are interested in before we start it. So we're going to go here and also title the form, but Google being intuitive has already done it for us. We can describe the form to find out more for our new club. And we can also add an image over here with the icon, the little picture with the mountains. And there are different options you can do by URL or an album that you have through Google or your Google Drive. I'm actually going to upload one from the computer that I'm on, and I'll select the image and open it. And there it is. So we'll title the images Dinosaur, and then we're actually going to make it so that the title only shows when we hover over it. So now we're going to get to the meat. We're going to start editing our questions. So the first question is already there for us, but we just need to specify, and we're going to collect names for our form. So what is your name? And we want this to be a short answer. And like I said, the Google Forms is intuitive, so it had already selected that. We're going to make this a required field down here on the right hand side so that we know everyone's name who's responding to our queries. We're going to go over here and add another question. Why is this club important to you? Because we want to know, kind of their motivations for being here. And it already knows that we want to give them more room to answer their question because it's a why question. So now it's time to add a multiple choice question. What is your favorite dinosaur? A lot of people are partial to T-Rexes, so we'll make T-Rexes option 1. But I want to add an option, so I'm going to click Add Option right here. I'm partial to the Stegosaurus myself. We'll add another option because a lot of people like pterodactyls. And there are just too many to list all of them, so we'll select Add Other, and then people can select Other and write in their own response right here. And now that I'm thinking about it, maybe we shouldn't be controlling which order the options are in. So down here we can go to our option field and we can shuffle the option order so everyone who takes this quiz will see it in a different order. So now we're going to add another type of question. We're going to do checkboxes so that they can select different types, multiple topics that they want covered. So option 1, we'll make this a checkbox. And so now they can select more than one option. So we can talk about dinosaur diet. We can talk about dinosaur movies. We could talk about maybe why they went extinct. And then we're also going to want to let them add their own answers as well. Now it's time to add a Dropbox question. I would like to spend... And we're going to make this a drop-down menu. And so we can talk about 3 different kinds. Talk about herbivores or carnivores. And we don't need to add another option because those are the only 3 types they're allowed to select. Now we will go to a scaled question. So it's a linear scale. So from 1 to 5, how important is this meeting to you? So we'll tell them that 1 is the least important and that 5 is the most important. So that way when they're selecting, they won't have any confusion about which way is which. And then there are 2 more types of questions. We want to know when is best to meet for you. And so we're going to make this a date, and they have to supply the month, the date, and the year in this format. So they're limited there. And then we also need to say what time is best. And this will help us plan our meeting. And so you can see that these forms are very versatile, so you can collect all kinds of information about your participants. And if we decide that we've made a mistake or we want to change things around, you can see that we're able to drag and change the order of our questions. We're also able to duplicate them. If we wanted to have the same question twice or only slightly altered, we could also delete a particular one. And just as we did at the top, we can add an image. We can change the little title for this section and everything, or we could add a video. I'm thinking purple doesn't really fit with our theme, so up here in the right, we're gonna change the color palette to green. And I think we're looking pretty good, so we're going to look at this preview right here and see how it looks without all the editing software everywhere. And I think that we're looking pretty great. If we wanted to invite others to work on our project with us, we could add collaborators, but that would allow them to edit the form. So maybe that's not what we want to do. We can also print it from here, and we could make a copy of this entire form if we needed another one. We could delete it, but we're not going to do that. If we go to us to settings right here, we could set it to collect the email addresses from all of our participants. We could limit it to one response, and we can have edits after submission. And when we get finished and people start answering it, we'll go to responses, and we can export into spreadsheets how people have responded to our survey. Happy surveying. Thank you.